This is an emergency broadcast. This is not a test.
You are listening to Brapwatch.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. It is us, Brapwatch. And we are here with a special guest. We got our friend Mikey. What's up, dude?
Hey,
What's
Mikey.
up? Hi, guys. I am him.
Yeah, so this is going to be an entirely different vibe than everything else we have recorded, specifically because it's 11 o'clock at night.
Oh, yeah.
And not 10 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
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 On a Monday.
Yeah, it's 11 o'clock on a Monday, not 10 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday.
Yeah.
In 1 hour, we could play Club Going Up on Tuesday.
Yeah. My dad likes that song.
Oh, well.
I like your dad.
Oh.
I wish John would come to New York and hang
Yeah.
with us.
Yeah.
I have a lot of good
I don't
bars
think I've
to show
heard a
your
lot
dad.
about your dad.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I did, but it's okay. I wasn't going to mention it because we were on camera, but you drew attention to it.
Well,
Oh.
I was really being like, let's
I
not.
peed myself.
Do you think you fell out of a coconut tree?
Okay, that was a little too close to her laugh. You need to apologize for that
I
one.
know. I've been trying to practice it because, I don't know if Maya Rudolph is going to sign on for this season of SNL.
I hope not.
They're going to need me in brownface to be Kamala Harris, right?
Face.
Just kidding. They're going to hire you, Amy. Could you do Kamala
The
for
first
SNL?
non-pedophile to be a politician on SNL.
Oh, we're starting real strong.
Non-pedophile? Yeah. Politician? I'm working on it.
No, to play a politician on SNL.
Wait, is Jim Carrey a pedophile?
I have no idea, but Maya Rudolph very much is.
Scoreboard is all I'm going to say.
All right. All right. Well, if Jim Carrey's a pedophile, I'm out of
I'd be
male influences
really
because
sad,
I found out 2 weeks ago
honestly.
David Bowie is, and I'm gonna
Yeah.
Wait,
maybe
really?
kill myself.
Yeah.
You didn't know? That wasn't just
That's-
obvious to you?
I thought he was bi. He wasn't even bi.
Honestly,
Barely, yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure he's not bi.
No, he was curious for a moment, marketed it for 15 years.
He said in interviews that it means that he'll try anything once.
that's dumb, but okay, gotcha.
Well,
I think it's based, but
What you just said is why I don't check social media as much as possible.
yeah, well, I found this out 10 years after it was a thing, so
Oh, this has been for a while
yeah,
now.
this is old news.
Oh,
this is before he died kind of news.
yeah.
And then his whole last album was dedicated to how he was dying, and we
Yeah.
wanted to still put something out. And I was like, "This is the most beautiful send off ever. I love David Bowie." And I guess I caught the opposite end of the media spectrum for once.
Well, at that time, it was still Michael Jackson holding the spotlight?
Hey.
That was 6 years after Michael Jackson's death, and his spotlight being held was up a kid's asshole.
Michael Jackson. Speaking of a kid's asshole, Michael Jackson is the only celebrity that I genuinely have such a sad feeling about with him being a creep. Because I'm most celebrities, I'm just I don't know you. I'm not surprised. There's enough of you out there. But Michael Jackson being kind of a predator is just heartbreaking.
Yeah, when the P. Diddy news dropped, I was like, well, that makes sense.
He looks like a creep.
Too
He
straight
looks like
white.
he does weird shit in private.
Yeah.
I was never surprised by him. Every time, even in during nominations and stuff, over the years, every time I saw him, I was he looks like he just committed. I love my people. He looks like he just committed a crime and is trying to act normal in front of regular civilians every single time.
I just think it's weird how normalized Diddy parties were.
Yeah.
Do you
There's
think-
Alvin and the Chipmunks memes about it.
Yeah.
From the movies. There's a fucking tweet that I found today from what was that even from?
It was Nickelodeon, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was the official Nickelodeon Twitter account.
Yeah, I think so. It was something specific though. It was a show that had already been rebranded.
Oh, shit. All right, let me
It
check
was a show that had already been canceled and then brought back, and I was like, whoa. They hit him with the Oh, it was Chuck E. Cheese. It was the Chuck E.
Chuck E.
It was
Cheese?
the 2013 ass Chuck E. Cheese where he's a little CGI abomination.
Yeah.
Not the weird mascot one. And the Chuck E. Cheese mascot was like, "Happy birthday, P. Diddy. Hope you throw your birthday party here and bring your kids." And I'm like,
Oh, that's
what the
terrifying.
hell? And this is a tweet from 2014.
That's
God,
I
which
did
group
not. I
did you send
never
this
saw.
in?
That's
I
so
sent it to
crazy.
you specifically, I think, on Instagram.
Yeah, no. But like, well, yeah, like I was saying, I was like P Diddy and like some of the other celebrities I'm never surprised by. But like Michael Jackson, like I am embarrassed to say this. I still like I love his music to this day.
I still do too.
But the only rationale I have is that he's gone, so I don't feel as bad. Like the R. Kellys of the world, I can't. What happened?
What the fuck is that?
I sent Alden that on the train earlier.
Can you send that to me? I have 10 people I need to send that to.
It's I'll throw the meme up on the screen as long as Instagram doesn't delete it between now and when I do the edit.
Screenshot it.
Yeah, no, that's funny.
But it was literally just a guy in a do-rag. It was like CG rendered, and he's like, "Are you wigger maxing?" And
I didn't want to say it because I was scared that I wouldn't be able to say that.
You say afraid you say the actual word?
Stop.
Yeah, you're the whitest one here.
Yeah.
Well,
All right, second.
yeah, I'm pretty fucking white.
Shout
You're
out
less
Detroit.
white than I am?
I do think by proximity it is you. He has Detroit, so it balances out a little bit.
Thank you.
Reflects.
It's like seasoned white technically in Detroit. Wait, what part of Detroit are you from?
I'm from 6 Mile, Dearborn.
Oh yeah, you did tell me this earlier. Okay,
Yeah,
never
yeah,
mind.
yeah.
Yeah, like I said, it's back to you, Richmond.
the
Selling
capital
my
of the
soul.
Confederacy. I really can't say anything here.
Yeah.
Working all day. Overtime
But at least I
hours
didn't
for
live in
He seasons
bullshit
his food with
pay.
salt
Florida.
on his salt. What's up?
At least I didn't live in Sebring, Florida.
Okay, you know what? That wasn't my choice.
Neither was Richmond.
That is true. That wasn't my choice either. I wanted to stay in Chicago the entire time.
That is a crazy double down. At least you're not alone. Mine was with water though, so it's a little bit better.
We're getting jizzed on tonight at Brapwatch.
Look, I'll just
Platonically.
dry it off.
Platonically jizzed on. You're gonna burn
I'm gonna
yourself?
melt my
You're
shirt.
So
Yeah,
that's cool.
gonna catch my... Oh, wait, I don't have arm hair. Never mind.
not anymore.
Speaking of that, not to go back to Deadpool because I know how some of you feel about it.
No. I want to hear your take. I feel like we need a positive take on Deadpool.
I
and Wolverine.
personally am a Deadpool fan
Ugh.
from like the comics. Shut up. I am personally a Deadpool fan from even the comics. I think he's pretty great. I do like breaking the fourth wall, and I think Wolverine was a good addition to the movie. Love me some Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, I find it really funny they CG'd his arms.
Yeah. I mean, he doesn't want to get that fucking, you know?
He is almost that jacked though.
He is, but
It's
Wolverine's
in
like
his
a
name.
fucking menace. He's literally supposed to be a Wolverine. So in the comics and shit, he's a fucking, like, tank.
Well, he's also like 4'9".
Yeah, which is why me or Daniel Radcliffe should play him the next time they reboot.
You know, my dad thought about it.
Your dad thought about being Wolverine?
No, he was.
I thought it too. I'm glad you
he
said
didn't
it.
even get a he wasn't able to join the Indian army. You think he was gonna be? No.
What would the Indian Wolverine be?
We've seen it.
Wait, no, that's Indian Joker.
We've seen that too.
We saw like Indian Sam Raimi Spider-Man 3. That's what
Which
we
was
saw.
sick.
It was
What
good.
the
It was
fuck?
good.
Anyway, I was just gonna say
We'll
my
watch it.
dad doesn't like superhero movies aside from Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But he did text me the other day. He's like, "Did you watch the Wolverine Deadpool movie?" And I was like, "What?" He's like, "I heard that Madonna song was in it."
Yeah. Yeah.
That whole montage where they're like clothes rip off.
Like a prayer.
Oh,
Almost
there we
sold
go.
your dad on
Yeah.
seeing the
My
movie.
dad is a huge Madonna fan.
I
We know.
fucking love Matthew Alapatu so much.
We-
Did I ever tell you
know.
guys my childhood friend?
Sorry, my dad's favorite Western like music groups are either Madonna or ABBA.
Your dad's got great music taste. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna
It's
lie.
pretty solid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say my
And
childhood
also
friend who's like
ABBA, Western. ABBA's from Europe.
I
Yeah,
mean,
they're no
Western
Asian.
isn't not Asian. Not like.
Eastern. Yeah, I got it, but it's still weird.
Okay, sorry. Anyway, what you were saying.
I was just gonna say one of my childhood friends he dated Madonna for like a couple of months, like 2-3 years ago. And it was like the strangest thing seeing his face pop up being like, oh, like you see like a older dude, like a older celebrity, like the DiCaprios of the world, with like a 20-something year old woman, but then you see like this. And then for like the first 2 weeks, I thought it was like a fucking like an AI photo, because it was just him and like her in a club or some shit, but he had his like head like all up in her neck and shit. And I fully had to call him, and just like the whole conversation was the weirdest thing of being like, you're dating like a
60-year-old almost.
Yeah, thank you. I could not remember her age. I was
She's
really
like
trying right there.
mid-50s
Yeah,
right now.
pushing,
but she's way too old to
pushing
be
60.
dating.
Yeah.
I think he was like 23 at the time or something like that.
Madonna.
You see, I kind of endorse
Love
it.
you, Andrew.
I kind of endorse it when it's on the reverse.
No.
There is
Who's that guy? Aaron Taylor, whatever the fuck.
Aaron Taylor Johnson is
Dating like Skeletor.
She's not that old.
Oh,
She's
there we go.
significantly older than he is.
She's double his age, yes.
Oh, the baby.
double your age minus 7. That's the rule, right?
Is he more or less than that?
He's less than that.
I don't know, but aren't they getting divorced?
So I could date a 43-year-old right now.
Yeah.
Is that fair?
And you should.
There is a very nice 35-year-old woman. Oh, I shouldn't actually say this on here.
Yeah, we can
That I
add
became
around it if
friends
you
with?
want.
No, it's
52
'cause
minus
I'm-
7.
The dating
I
thing that I
punch
was
up
talking about
sometimes.
earlier.
I
It's
go a
not
little
the best
higher
idea.
than that.
But yeah, she just moved to Washington, and I found out she had a thing for me.
Who's your oldest?
Mine?
Yeah. Who's your oldest?
For the whole panel? Is this the public?
Is this a public or private episode?
Do you want to hold on to this question? I'll bring it back.
No, I'll answer.
Honestly, we can answer, and then we can go into your thing because it kind of
Which one?
Rhino.
That has not. It's not like that.
I was just saying mine's 58.
A Rhino pill and being with a woman that's older than you, they kind of correlate.
So okay, you said the oldest was 58 for you.
Yeah.
What about you?
37.
Really? Mine was. She would be 29 right now. I'm not
Okay.
that crazy at all. Yeah.
I'm 65.
Whoa.
Yeah. I was,
time
I know this story.
at the time, but I was like 23.
Okay, anyways, let's move on.
No. Last question. Was he like
I
a?
love that Alden is censoring our public.
Was it like
app.
sugar daddy vibes, or was it
No.
just like you just wanted to? Okay.
No problems there.
Anyway.
We don't kink shame on this podcast.
Oh, this is from
It's Porco Rosso.
Oh, I thought this was Happy Friend. No, that's not what it's called.
Yeah, Happy Tree Friends. Yep.
No.
Yep.
Okay. I didn't. Okay. So speaking of sleeping and needing, enhancements somewhat for old people, could we go to the Rhino thing?
Okay, so I was telling Mikey about the Rhino story. So there was a day my dad and I my dad, my mom and I.
Matthew Alapatu, the
Yeah.
best content cannon fodder this show's ever seen.
Oh, okay. I was like 14. We were on a road trip. We were in Florida. We stopped by a little gas station or whatever.
Yeah.
And we were just picking up like.
Sorry, like the one he owned.
He did used to own a racetrack or raceway. Anyway.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
he was a gas station owner. He had a crisis when we moved out of Chicago. He's like, I'm gonna do what every Indian man fucking does. Open up a gas station.
Hell
This one
yeah.
was horrible. I mean, it was great, but like his partner stole a lot of money, so.
That's
His
unfortunate.
Oh, like the
His business partner, not
partner.
his
I was like the
romantic
wife,
partner.
and I was like, it tracks.
Anyway, we were on a road trip. I was 14. We were like going to Florida or some shit, and we stopped by a gas station because I want to get some snacks or whatever. He's like, "You need anything else?" And I was like, "I want to try a Rhino pill."
This make me think of Ghibli.
And so I got a Rhino pill while I was with my dad. He's like, "What are these for?" I was like, "I'm about to find out." So I take it. We're like on the road and it hits, and I just like start tweaking like crazy. I'm sitting in the front seat with him and I'm tweaking. We're having a normal conversation, and I go, "Dad, I need to tell you something." And he's like, "Okay, are you okay?" My eyes are like fucking crazy. My pupils are like all over the place, and I'm sweating like more than I do when I'm taking the fucking train. Like it was bad. And I just look at him, 14-year-old me with blue hair, and I'm like, I think I need a boyfriend. I think I'm just like, I really don't have one. And like, I think that would like solve a lot of problems. And my dad was like,
Oh.
he was just like, are you okay? Like, he pulled over and he's like, "Do you want to get McDonald's? Like, we can get a fish fillet. What's going on?" Because he was like panicking because I was genuinely out of my mind, having heart palpitations, taking this Rhino pill, and that possessed me to just start thinking about, I guess, attraction to people and things like that. And I just poured my heart out to my dad, and he did not know how to handle that.
Yeah, that's a lot. Did you get the filet of fish?
I did.
Okay.
I got two. I got two.
Cheese, no cheese.
Cheese, double
of
cheese.
course.
Really?
I want the full fucking slice. Why don't they put a
Fish
full
and-
slice
oh
in
my
there?
God.
I worked at McDonald's for a day, and then I worked at McDonald's for a month when I was 16 before I quit both
The
times.
podcast has heard
Fish and
several
cheese.
times.
Yes,
McDonald's trash and
but
don't
they
mix.
only put one slice, half a slice of cheese on the fish fillet.
The Filet-O-Fish is recipe half a cheese.
Half a slice, yes. And it
Yeah.
upsets me.
Well, you don't need that and the tartar sauce, right?
I do. I always
Aren't
pay.
you allergic?
That's
to
an
both of
interesting
those
hill to
things?
die on.
One could argue many such cases, but that's neither here nor there.
Does your doctor agree with me?
Yes.
So I have a similar gas station, gas patient, that too, a gas station pill story. So I got this TikTok sent to me by a woman I was interested in suiting a couple of years ago, and it was if you want to role play X-Men. You get the guy to take a bunch of random gas station pills and the woman in charge of a shock collar, and then you can be Gambit and Rogue. And I was like, oh, that sounds kind of funny. Like I laugh reacted to the TikTok, and then
God.
she was like, no, for real, we should try that. And I was like, I don't really know if I want some random gas station pill in my system, but this sounds fun, right? Because it's like if you can resist enough, you're gonna get
No, I know.
shocked.
I
Yeah.
saw you.
Yada yada
So
yada.
sorry.
I literally stared at your water
It's
in the
like
corner.
being wired for something you can't do, but your punishment is shock treatment. So I'd be down to try it. I haven't done it yet. Things fell through.
Oh,
You ever worn a shock collar?
Yeah.
Really?
Have you ever been tased?
I've done that.
You've asked this on the podcast as well, and yes, I have been tased, but by a consumer grade one, not a military grade one or police grade one, which are the same.
Oh, yeah.
Unfortunately,
Wait, they are?
yeah.
pretty much.
That's insane.
Cop pepper spray too.
Bear spray.
Yeah,
Pepper
that's-
spray is
That's why
terrifying.
every time cops use
Pepper
pepper,
spray
spray,
sucks ass.
everyone in like a block radius gets affected by it. It's literally so strong it will kill some
I
people.
wouldn't say pepper spray for me is extra scary because I have contacts in.
Oh, fuck
So if I
that.
leave it in too long, my contacts can melt into my eye.
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
have
that's
it take over through a
terrifying.
problem. Also, one of the bartenders at my job talked about the fact he's from Philly, by the way. So obviously he's a interesting type of fan, sports fan. But he talked about the fact that Philly fans did not pepper spray let pepper spray loose on the crowd, but a security guard threw it into the stands and then the fucking air blew it across everybody. And I could only think of how angry I would be if I got pepper sprayed going to a fucking baseball game in Philly.
Yeah, absolutely. That's not fun. That's not baseball.
Oh, not even. It's just Philly.
Yeah.
The travel
Bad
into the
things
game is
happen in
already bad enough,
Philadelphia.
and I was just like, I already actively avoid that fucking that city. I love Philly, but I do avoid it during any sport event.
I do love Philly, but yeah, their sports fans are a different breed,
They're
especially for
real
the Eagles.
aggressive.
See, the only
For-
sports game
for
I went
why?
to was
Yeah.
Yeah.
that still is
Speaking
not.
of sports, Alden, you're our sports guy now. That you
What?
went and saw a Mets game last
What?
Patreon episode. How'd the Mets do last?
Yeah.
They lost.
What was it? A blowout?
Mets, baby!
No, it was like reasonably close.
They were playing the Rockies, right?
No, the Mariners.
Oh, okay.
Thought you said marinara
Oh, you were there
sauce.
for that game?
Yeah, they were playing the marinara sauce. Thank you, Amy, for your sports input.
Yeah. Was that over? That was over the weekend, right?
That was on Sunday.
Oh. Oh, maybe I saw the other one.
8 days ago.
I remember them playing it at work, or maybe they just replayed the fucking clips from it.
Who knows?
All the same. Yeah. Yeah. The only sports I've been getting into have been like well, F1's been a given for like the last year and a half or like 2 years, some shit like that.
Louis.
But then exactly. I am so sad he's leaving to Ferrari, but I do think he'll do well there.
I think it makes more sense.
It kind of
Oh, it
does.
does.
Ferrari is in their comeback phase.
Yeah.
Again.
Plus
for the
Mercedes was kind of
7th
bullshitting
time.
him for a time
yeah.
there.
I mean, just him being in the fifth or sixth era of Ferrari racers just makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
The
no.
sport hasn't had a name like him in
Since
20
Kimi
years.
Räikkönen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. He just hit his I think he's at 202, 203, but he did his 200th podium
Nice.
like a month or two ago.
Sick.
What is it, August? Yeah, I think like late June, early July or something like that. He had his 200th podium.
Yeah, he's gonna go down in history as like the David Beckham of F1.
Yeah. That made me think of David Bowie again, but yes.
Yeah. I don't know if I like that comparison, but that's fine.
No, I mean
He's
a good racer.
He's gonna be the name.
And Beckham was a great soccer player.
It's gonna be between him and probably Verstappen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Verstappen, but I also hate him because of how good he is sometimes.
Well,
I think he's a better driver.
I
like blow for blow.
I think maybe I feel like it's depending. It kind of just depends.
it really does.
Racing is too. F1's interesting because
It's an
you can
engineer's game, not a driver's
you
game.
can genuinely watch someone make all the right fucking turns and they still end up in like 4th or 5th, and it's like I know you don't deserve that, but it's part of the game. Like his like Hamilton's thing, and I don't know how much you guys will have watched F1. But in 2021, like the safety car issue. Where
Oh
they,
my
like,
God, yeah.
They let the dude in second catch up after like 7-second gap, which is, it doesn't sound like a lot, but fucking when you're going like 230, fucking 7 seconds is a while behind.
Yeah.
And they let the other people go and put the person in second basically tandem with him. And then the other fucking he got first place. The second guy got first place. A situation where he probably shouldn't have.
Yeah, in a situation where he was maybe losing podium, he went to first place.
Yes. And it would have most likely easily been Hamilton's.
Yeah. That's fair.
So it's like, it's shit like that where I'm like, it's not even your fault. Like, even with me watching it over like the last year, there's so many random moments where I'm like, oh yeah, this new guy's coming in, he's doing everything right, but just because he's not with like a company that's engineering their cars correctly, you don't have a shot.
And the
Like, you
FAA
actually
is, well, just kind of bullshit most of the time.
Yeah, that too. Shout out F1. But that and fucking football.
Nice.
Non-American football. Yeah. When you
I
said
feel
David
that.
Beckham, I was thinking Messi.
Yeah, I mean, Messi's the new. I mean, he's so big, he's playing like MLS now. He's
Yeah.
going to the Columbus Crew
Yeah.
for some fucking reason.
I don't know.
Yeah, get your bag, King. Like, honestly, you're the face of
Absolutely.
the biggest sport in the world.
I thought he was
Yeah.
I thought he was supposed to retire like a year ago or some shit.
He's retiring from like
FIFA.
and from
Oh,
World
is that
Cup, but he's playing MLS till he wants to
When they
retire.
ran the series last year, people were making it seem like he was just gonna go home and wither away or something.
Well, like, yeah, that's the vibe. He's collecting a serious paycheck, bringing MLS to the forefront.
yeah.
Maybe our team will be good again for the first time.
The New York Red Bulls.
No. Our U.S. team. If they could get
Oh.
MLS, like, to...
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't follow soccer that well, at least U.S. soccer, but I get hyped pretty much anytime they're doing the FIFA World Cup. It's it's fun.
Yeah.
I watched
So like World Cup
some
and
of
Olympics have that same
the...
vibe, even if you're not into them.
I watched some of the women's games for the Olympics at work.
Yeah, no, that was a fun week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This week is not fun. We've got some real rude people here for tennis.
Yeah,
US Open, baby.
Open. It's U.S.
Oh,
Open
yeah.
season. It's kind of the worst time of year to be in New York. It's
Especially
like
Queens.
right at the tail end of summer,
Yeah.
right before fall kind of kicks in, and then you have the most pretentious motherfuckers on planet Earth here to see the U.S. Open, and more importantly, they're not even really there to watch tennis. They're there to pay like $600 a day in alcohol and like spot celebrities.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you. I'm actually having some really good conversations at work. I'm actually really excited to keep up with the U.S. Open. I got invited to go.
Oh, I'm going to keep up with it.
Well, yeah, didn't you have a U.S. Open athlete staying at your hotel who gave you a signed picture that's on display in this apartment?
It's on display, but then I
was.
It was
dropped
on
it.
display.
Yeah, it was on
Some-
display. Uh-huh.
Some people made mistakes.
Well, we have the tennis ball. Can I show the tennis ball?
Yes.
Is it autographed?
Yes.
Is this our Challengers year? It's sideways and upside down.
I hate that that's the only thing I could think about in terms of tennis this whole week.
Is this good?
That looks great. Thank you for showing.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
Unboxing
yes.
ball.
So, Caroline Dolahide.
Great tennis player.
Assume that's how you pronounce her last name, but yes, she is an incredible tennis player.
Yeah.
For some reason, is staying at our hotel.
Well, we're the official sponsor.
Not us specifically. IHG is.
Yeah, that's
There's
what I'm
like
saying.
80 IHG hotels in the city, and she gets put in ours, which is a bit nuts.
I don't know. Maybe she just wanted to be in that
Look,
spot.
if she comes down after losing match 1, you need to make her the best gin and tonic she's ever had. You hear me? Because she needs to come back.
Drinker.
Well, yeah. But she's not going to like Blue Point.
No.
Stella all the way.
Oh, did that guy also mention he was a tennis coach?
Yeah, he did.
The art dude? Okay, cool. Sorry.
That guy? That guy was cool as hell.
He was really sick. He has a really cool perspective on like life and shit. I
Yeah.
really wish he liked to make art or painting or whatever.
You know, that's the best thing about the best artists is it's also their
They
like
fucking hate it.
Yeah,
it's
it
like
did.
their Achilles heel.
Yeah, it
Their-
did give me
their
like Van Gogh
greatest
vibes a
strengths.
little bit with him being like mentally, like kind of like displaced by his own
Yeah.
obsession with it. And I was just like, I literally told him I was like, I don't know how to tell you this as a grown adult that I just met today. I was like, you have a really beautiful perspective on life. I just feel like we see it in completely opposite ways, but that's also kind of okay. Yeah. And he was just like talking about, because he's been doing it since he was like 4. I was meaning to just go into the tennis thing because he's been coaching for like probably like over 2 decades or something. And that's actually how he makes most of his money, so he can be at random bars on a Monday instead of having to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, he did play and coach for 6 hours this morning, but still. But yeah, no, just him talking about the fact he was painting since he was 4. I was just like, that's such like a crazy amount of talent that with you being, I think he was 47, I was like, I actively can't visualize how much effort you put into that. And he was just like, yeah, he was basically explaining he can't stop.
Yeah, that painting upside down through a mirror, like
Yeah.
reversed. Like that's
Yeah.
some like addict shit. That is
Yeah.
like some junky art
Yeah, no,
behavior.
he says when he actively, like when he's really doing it, he could be like going at it for like 12 plus hours at end. And his goal with it is to make sure you can't see his brushstrokes.
I mean,
and I was
that
just like,
photo
that's
you
fucking
showed
crazy.
me, you can't.
Yeah.
It looks like a still photo. It looks like
You
a
know,
Polaroid.
Yeah,
from
it looks
15
like
years
the
ago.
old school Polaroid. Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I was telling you. I was like, it was so fucking talented. I was like, I wish you enjoyed painting because the amount of effort you put into this is more than like 99% of people will ever have a commitment to anything.
Or even like more than like 80% of people will appreciate.
Hi, buddy.
But yeah, in the book of Rob Thomas, chapter 4, verse 11, I'm not crazy. I'm just a little unwell right now.
I thought you were
God
quoting an
damn it.
actual book.
Yeah.
Of the Bible?
No, obviously there's
Written
no.
by Rob Thomas?
No, but I was just like, I was like,
Would you read the Matchbox 20 Bible, yes or no?
yes,
I think I
of
would.
course.
I would have to.
Yeah. You know.
Alden, you seem a little less bored. Is the later recording time good or bad?
Good. I got a notification from Walgreens.
Okay.
It says, "Hey, it's Walgreens ... Click here for Sate," and then it's ... again.
Click here for say what?
I'm assuming
Satan?
they're
Click here for Satan?
no.
Walgreens
it's
is bowing down?
SAV ...
So savings. Click here for savings.
Yeah, but what's so ominous? That's it. It's just the tagline. There's no fucking description on the notification.
I think Walgreens sucks.
Yeah, they're terrible.
Okay, let's tier the different chains, pharmacy chains.
Okay.
CVS is honestly my.
Tier, like A tier, are we ranking them?
Okay, just ranking.
Okay. Rite Aid is top.
What
Reddit's
the
my favorite
fuck?
as well.
Rite Aid? Yeah, it kind of slaps.
I don't think I've
Rite
ever
Aid,
picked up a
CVS,
prescription at Rite
Walgreens.
Aid.
Rite Aid was the only 24-hour pharmacy near me for like 6 years at one point. So
Rite Aid
I
was there
loved
for
them.
me in my darkest times.
The only thing I've ever picked up at Rite Aid was some tampons. I've never picked up a prescription there, but I picked up a prescription at Costco, Kroger, CVS, and Walgreens.
I feel like CVS is the bougie version, but it's the exact
Oh my
same
god,
shit.
we
so I
have to
don't like
include
it.
the stupid grocery store ones, don't we? All right.
Wait, the what?
Okay.
Grocery store. So in pretty
Oh.
much every other state, grocery stores have a pharmacy
yeah.
built in. Like
I was
they have a
thinking
built-in liquor
Does Wegmans
store.
not have one
I
here?
was thinking of New York term.
They do, just not in the metro locations.
Huh.
I actually forgot about that till I went to visit Philly a couple months ago. Mm-hmm. And they had it in the middle of like a fucking Target.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I was just like, oh yeah, other
Target
places try to
optometrists
like
scare me.
not waste space.
I've never been to a like grocery store optometrist or like sometimes they
Super
have like,
Walmart
dentists too.
is great.
The super Walmarts are crazy with that.
Actually,
Oh yeah,
a
in
Walmart
Florida they had the
haircut-
dentist and the optometrist and the McDonald's and the Subway.
I remember McDonald's and Subway were a fucking staple when I was
So,
growing up in
the best
Walmart.
Subways I've ever been to have all been inside of McDonald's.
You mean a Walmart?
What?
Or my bad. Yeah, my bad. The best Subways I've ever been to have been inside of a Walmart.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's because they source their ingredients from Walmart.
Is that true?
No.
But if they run out of something, they just walk over to the produce section, grab a stomped on tomato.
No, a lot of their produce does come from Walmart's inventory rather than shipping from distribution from Subway.
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
I just feel like Subway was better when it was like, one, their mascot was an alleged pedophile.
I was gonna say before
Wasn't
Jared
or
left,
was?
yes.
Alleged. He's convicted.
He's convicted now.
But
But
didn't
at
he
the
go to
time,
prison
Yeah.
for that?
there were rumors going around before that hard drive leaked, is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
The amount of school appearances that man made was crazy.
He came to my school in
Speaking
Florida.
of-
Yeah, I bet he did.
Speaking of
You wanna
hard
speak on
drive,
Why?
Before I speak on that, I do want to say I heard an ad earlier today when you were listening to music or watching something where they're bringing back $6.99 footlongs at Subway for a limited time.
That's not a thing.
I would be so
The
happy.
$6.99 footlong. That's
Well,
never been
okay,
a cool
right.
thing.
I
It
will
was
actively
$5
be at
footlongs,
Subway
then
every
it
single
became
day.
whatever it is like post-pandemic, which is like 20 fucking bucks for a
it's
footlong.
$12.
Okay, that's like 20 fucking bucks in my eyes because I'm gonna add extra cheese. Anyway,
I'm gonna add extra things I'm allergic to.
yeah.
You just
Wait, are you lactose intolerant or like
Yes.
actually allergic? Okay,
Lactose
cool.
intolerant.
To quote the Book of Amy, no one's eyes can be this far apart and then be able to eat cheese.
I think I said that on the last pod, didn't I?
I think you said it 2 episodes ago.
Oh fuck.
That's funny. Yeah, no.
okay.
Wait, when are they doing this? by the way?
Anyways, there
Do you
are
know?
many forms of self-harm, and we're all very concerned for you,
I mean,
especially
you have to
your
take a
doctor.
hospital trip, right?
When I went to see my
Oh, is it that bad?
No, it's not. I just cramp a
Sometimes
little
it
bit.
probably should be.
No, like I just cramp. Anyway, when I went to go see my doctor a few weeks ago, I was establishing myself with the PCP up here since I moved.
Nice.
She was really cool. We were talking, and she was like, "So, tell me about yourself," like blah blah blah. And I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "Do you live with anyone?" As my roommate. She's like, "How's your roommate?" I'm like, "I don't know. Probably has clinical depression, going through a lot." And then they're like, "Okay." And then she just looks at me and she goes, "Are you and your roommate queer?" And I go, "Why do you ask?" And she's like, "I just gotta log it. That's it."
You're like, oh, I'm just using gender neutral pronouns for the entire experience. What makes you say that?
Well,
To be fair, I would do the same thing, living with a hetero couple.
yeah. Anyway,
Breeze on thin ice there.
oh,
Oh, I hope that for her, but no,
I don't
unfortunately.
know. I feel like Jason's gonna make her a lesbian.
oh.
You can.
No good Jasons out there, I swear.
Amen, brother.
Doesn't he watch these?
Looking at you, Daniel.
I don't know.
Your butt buddy.
We'll find out.
Okay.
He says he does.
All right. Anyway, damn, I lost track of what I was saying.
Your
When I was talking to the
PCP.
doctor, the PCP, she sent me recently like notes for our appointment, and we were talking about my habits, like recommendations, things that doctors have told me before, what I want to work on, whatever. She specifically notated word for word how I was talking about how my roommate gets on my case about how I should be eating vegan and like vegetarian and just like non-dairy, and how she's like an asterisk. Roommate has like emphasized on lactose intolerance. And I was like, why did you include that in the summary note?
That's crazy because like I'm lactose intolerant also, and we do have ice cream in the freezer.
Yeah, we do.
I don't even keep ice cream in the freezer, and I'm not lactose intolerant.
Well, I got the Fat Boy
know.
ice cream sandwiches like maybe a month ago, and then I just kind of gave up after eating
Wait,
two.
Factor had ice cream sandwiches?
Fat Boy.
Oh, Fat Boy. Sorry. I'm hearing through headphones.
We canceled our Factor membership today.
Good for you guys.
Yeah.
Wait, what is Factor? I'm
I-
sorry, I missed something.
It's Factor is this beautiful thing. Hold on,
They should sponsor us, but they currently...
Also,
Stay here.
are you the one that chose
currently-
this?
What? Porco Rosso? Yeah.
Nice. Good
I think
choice.
I
if
did
any
this
of you
shit
guys
before.
want $200 off, subscribe to the $10 Feet Finders tier, and I will show you. Okay, now it's covered. I will show you.
We'll DM it to you. Yeah, a promo code for anyone listening at the $10
We have
tier.
like 8, so we do have a supply.
Tom or Krista, if you want.
I'm sorry,
Factor.
it's New York City.
Tom, Krista.
Oh, wait, you said you have like
Jeff.
8 of these?
Yeah, we got 8, so you
Okay,
can have that
I
one.
jokingly took it off.
No,
but
you can
I'll
take that
actually
one.
take it.
I've got 5 at home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Anyway.
actually kind of love cooking, so this is
It's like
fun.
meal prepping
It's
shit.
not
They actually give you the
cooking.
meals, and like it's around like 180. No, it's like $180 a week, which is kind of.
Well, it depends on how many
Bake
meals
them,
you're
don't
getting.
microwave
Yeah, we
them.
were
I
doing
do
20
180.
meals.
My meal plan is
We got 20 meals each, or together.
10.
10 meals
10
each.
That's really good for 180.
And there, you can do different like options, like vegetarian, vegan, as my therapist in Alden both
If you want
specified.
keto,
If you want calorie smart,
Isn't keto just meat or just not? What is
it's
it?
Keto is no
cutting
carbs.
low carb, as low carb as you can, and you measure macros, which is your net, fats and proteins over carbs.
Okay,
And
gotcha.
no.
because you're trying to create
See,
ketosis
I've never been able
or
to get
achieve
that far
ketosis.
into,
No processed
into
foods.
any fitness stuff.
I don't know. There's
Second
a
I have
couple of
to
keto
measure
things
out
that
my
are
day, I
real
lose my
processed.
mind.
Well, and that's the good thing about Factor is you don't need to measure it. It's already chef prepped.
Are they
and
wait? Are
measured
they
for
paying you guys?
No, but do you want to see one of the
Why did
Factor
he-
meal boxes?
Why
Because
did
we've
he
got a
put
meal
his
box.
announcer voice on for that?
Should we grab a Factor meal from the freezer?
No, we're not sponsored by them.
I was saying, I can't wait till you guys are
if
bigger
you want
so
me
you can like cut to
actually
these
endorse
messages.
you guys Factor instead of slyly suggest that it's fun and good. Pay us Factor.
They are endorsed by Matt King, so you know you have a good crowd
I don't know
coming.
about that one.
We're gonna cut that out.
Yeah.
Oh really? Is it? Oh my bad.
No, I don't want to ride off someone else's
They're
coattails.
endorsed by-
He loves me a lot.
insert
I
name
am
here.
softly endorsed by Matt King. Love the man, Matt. If you're listening to this,
I also
I'm
love you, Matt
sorry.
King. You were one of my
but-
favorites of the David Dobrik group. Mwah.
Yeah, I feel like that's kind of how it is, and with like any kind of internet celebrity is like the more authentic of themselves that they project to their audience, usually the better things turn out. I think like the things that you have where it's these people that are playing like a caricaturized version of themselves for too long is when eventually like a lot of turmoil gets
That's
created. Like even in like a Boogie 2988 way, where it's like this guy was pretending to make fun of himself for
Yeah.
a really long time, and then once he like came clean that it was like, hey, that was a character, that was an act, and like sure it was evocative of a lot of the hate comments I was getting at the time. This is what people thought I was. He still was like a total dirtbag and narcissist, And
Oh,
it's
I
like,
thought you were gonna go the positive. Okay.
No.
never
no,
mind.
because like
That got
everyone was
so much
saying that
worse.
Boogie 2988 was the Mr. Rogers of the internet. Like he's this wholesome guy.
I was kind of
who,
hoping it was gonna be him being
turned
like, no,
around
I actually
people's
love myself as a
expectations.
person. Some motivational stuff for the
Yeah.
kids.
No.
He's like, no, I'm terrible.
Well,
all
it's
the
because
way
he
through.
wasn't acting like any version of himself. He
Yeah.
was playing a character
Yeah,
and
yeah.
became famous for a character, tried to course correct from that, but then instead was projecting a better version of who he is. And I feel like with online and like the way that TikTok and Instagram and all that shit's heading, the closer you are to your authentic self, the better things turn out.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'm just preaching about something I know nothing
No.
about.
I
don't
swear
know.
I'm yawning because
My
I'm tired.
cousin-
You were right. I was looking forward to it.
My cousin might be going the opposite direction right now,
Good for Beaver.
where he started as like, I don't know, the wholesome skater, like just a skater. Then he starts getting in motivational. He starts like preaching, but now he's like sponsored and affiliated with some like pretty far right stuff.
As skating and far right doesn't really mix.
No.
Considering.
Well, but the demographic of a show that he was on for an extended period of
Yeah.
time.
Oh yeah.
is-
I don't know. I don't really know your cousin. Just skateboarding in general.
Yes.
We're a very all inclusive type of group. That's interesting. I'm gonna ask more
Yeah,
about that
I'm a
without
skater
you
as
having
well.
to name
Yeah.
anybody. Oh really?
Yeah.
I like you more every day. Okay, continue. What were you saying?
What?
No, I said I like you more every day. I didn't know Nate skated.
I haven't
so just
skated
now.
in a while, but COVID? Oh my God. It was the only thing to do when I came back to New York.
The amount of park fences I hopped just to go skate by myself it was so nice.
Yeah, Riverside, right after they finished that shit.
Dude, oh my god.
Dude, that was the best park in the city. No, you're good. That sounded great.
I loved Riverside so much. Yeah. That one was one of my like childhood friends, his dad was one of the people working on the park.
Oh, nice.
So even when everybody else would get kicked out, he would just like him or like his coworkers walk up to us and be like, "You can just double back in like 2 minutes."
Yeah. We gotta clear it out for the cameras.
Yeah.
Come
But
back
you're
when
good.
we leave.
But you're good. Yeah, it was my favorite. I love Riverside. Yeah.
What's your favorite skate park in the city?
Ooh. Oh, they have like 14 projects going on last year.
I'm happy that they're still putting money into it because I think skating's in a weird lull right now.
It is.
I think it's gonna
I
pick
kind
back
of
up,
like it though. There was a point where it's like you can't go to any event because it's not even like just skaters, but just like random people that like romanticize it. So they just go there and sit around and shit.
Yeah,
But, like,
the
now
skate
it's
park
like-
my brother would go to was always packed.
Yeah. Wait, which one? Is he here?
No.
Never mind. Okay. I was like, if I know your brother, I'm gonna have a moment. My favorite park right now, there's one that opened near. I can't remember the name of the park just because we just make up random names. How
Yeah.
like Galcon is
Yeah.
called Fat Kids since it opened. But there's like one that's open on the A stop near Rockaway Boulevard. It's like
Yeah.
a all like dark brick red park.
Yep.
It's fucking beautiful. It's great if you wanna. It's great for practicing or just doing like lines back to back. Probably my favorite. And it has like a basketball court and like a bunch of like stores around, so you don't even have to like go on any fucking trip.
That's a great park. I went there right after they reopened because they remodeled right after they laid all the brick.
Oh really?
I want to say 2019, maybe 2020. It might have been early.
I
2020.
was late getting to that park.
Yeah.
I went there like 3 months ago, and I've been back fucking 4 times already.
It's a great park. One that I think is one that doesn't get maybe quite the level of acknowledgement that it should, but was overrated previously. Tribeca. If you get to that skate park early enough in the day, because it is not meant to be like 20 guys sitting around waiting to do a line.
No.
It is
not.
meant to go in, you do a line, you leave. It's
Kinda.
right on that long boardwalk.
It is, yeah.
It's great. It's such a nice spot. They have all those built-in gaps. And as somebody who's not a very good skateboarder, like I'm really not, but I can skate that park really well. They've got those quarter pipes for momentum. They've got a couple of ledges, and they've got a couple of like nice gaps. And I feel like I'm like in Tony Hawk Pro Skater every time I go to that park. Like I feel like I'm good at what I do.
I think Tribeca's only issue is, like you said, it is like a little slimmer.
Yeah.
And it's directly across the street from BMCC.
Yep.
So every fucking skater from there is just like, oh, I'm on break for like half an hour, and they immediately go across the street to there. Like there's no other, unless you want to go to LES, but most people are too nervous to do that.
Well, and LES I like. One, they have a couple of elements that are just way too buck. Like it feels almost like it's for a BMX. In my
Which
opinion.
ones?
Like I feel like on
like
the
the
sides
bank
they've
to-
got those
yeah.
banks that I'm just like, dude, unless I'm like hitting this at like 20 miles per hour, I'm eating shit on this bank.
Yeah, it's kind of
Last
the point.
time I went
A lot of
20 miles
pros,
per hour, I
they
did eat shit.
like their videos don't show it, but like both watching pros in person and like having seen videos, I'm like, a lot of them are really fucking gunning it.
Yeah.
Even for like the simplest stuff.
Yeah.
They're just fucking going. So even like most everyday skaters would not like to hit what they do because they also like really wax up ledges and everything
Yeah,
to an annoying
You
degree.
have to wax there. But like, that's what I like about Pure 53 though, because that is a buck course.
Chelsea?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I skate that any day of the week.
Chelsea has smoked me one too many times.
I mean, I've eaten shit there.
It's the only park I don't
That
go
is
to.
a 24-foot deep pool.
I had a fucking...
It's deep.
Yeah.
It is a deep pool.
At the like the ramp, like the kinked ramps, I don't know what you call it, but
Yeah.
like just down to where the entrance is.
Mhm.
There was a 6-year-old kid that rode in front of me on a bike after I hit it full speed going down, and I to this day have like a tiny chip away at my fucking knee because I was trying to stop and I landed in a running motion like directly down.
I was getting really
That was the
cocky
last day I ever stepped
because
into that
I
park.
lived right by Astoria Park, and I think Astoria Skate Park is 9 out of 10 skate park. It's really
It's
good.
very fun. It's great for the summer.
But they have that nice little handrail that's not super high up,
oh yeah,
and so I got really cocky
Yeah.
halfway through COVID because I was hitting that rail every.
you know they
single
cut
day.
that.
It's gone now.
No. That used to be like a way, like it used to be like.
Oh yeah, it used to be 3
Yeah,
feet
they
high.
like cut it, like literally cut it in half.
It's 18 inches.
I was
now,
very
guess.
happy because I was like, at least you know someone's kind of listening to people.
Yeah, right.
Except for the fact we don't have lights at majority of our parks, even though most people skate at night.
Yeah.
Just pointing that out.
But they have a 3-foot rail.
Mayor Adams, is that?
Yeah, Mayor Adams.
Thank you. You.
They've got that 3-foot rail at Pier 53, and so I was like 6 months into skating every single day again, and so I was like, you know what, I gotta hit that 3-foot rail, and so I was like working on getting enough momentum down that layered ramp you're talking about, and so I finally got up on there, and I got snaked by a kid on a scooter while I was board sliding, and so I was just like, the best thing I could do is kick the board away, like.
Oh, so you just ate it?
I just ate it. I was like, I'm either going to crash down on this kid and hurt him and his bike, or I'm going to get a really sloppy landing and, like, twist my ankle. So I just kicked it out underneath me and ate it.
Yeah, no.
Rolled
I
over
would
to
have
the
fallen on
right.
a kid.
I think my worst injuries have definitely been from just children.
It's just getting snaked.
Yeah, it's just children being in the way and their parents off staring at the fucking wall for some reason.
Amy, what are your thoughts on skateboard culture?
I tried really. What?
Continue.
What did you say? Poser?
Yeah.
No, like I'm not a skateboarder. I really wish I was. It seems really fun.
Join us.
We have a board in the closet. You can grab it at any time. Yeah.
Yeah, I really
learning
want to
so
work
much.
my way up to it. It's on my list of goals of things I'm really focusing on for myself that I want to work towards and do. Learning how to ride a bike, learning how to skateboard,
We have a bike too.
learning how to be an accountant one day. I'm just kidding, never that. But becoming president, becoming a congressperson. Some of these goals are bigger than others, as we know. I like to dream big, as Nate puts it. But some of these are also a lot more reasonable. I think in like a year, I can get down skating. I'm a little nervous, so I'm like really working towards
I'm
it.
still really surprised you don't know how to ride a bike.
I just got scared. I don't know.
No. I'm not like judging off of it.
No, I know.
I just feel like that's one
Yeah,
of
I'm
those
judging
things
you.
that's like.
That's understandable. That's fair. You're a judgmental bitch, so.
I feel like
you.
mainly just because of where you guys come from, I feel like that's just a very easy thing to learn, considering you had a lot more space.
Yeah, so.
Like Manhattan's a little iffy for if you want to
Yeah.
learn how to ride a bike.
Yeah, so like because I didn't know how to ride a bike, I spent a lot of time swimming, and I also like in the river, which was not good. We have brain-eating amoebas at James River in Richmond.
Yeah, we got a lot of shit.
You learned how to swim in a river? That's kind of sick.
I learned how to swim in a pool, but I
Oh,
said like
okay,
there's
sorry.
that river so I would go swimming there.
you. Yeah.
You're good.
I was like, my uncle threw me in a pool.
Well,
And I just had my
I
cousins,
threw
had to
myself in
learn.
a pool.
Yeah. How old were you? Was it intentional or were you?
Dude,
just-
I was like 9 months old.
that was not intentional. You had clinical depression the minute you came out.
Hey, Amy, I hate to be that guy, but could you either move your microphone up a little higher or move the carrot lower? Just because
Yeah.
the carrot? Oh.
the carrot was
I'm so sorry.
carrot was clipping big time.
All right, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I can work around it. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Well, now I don't have a carrot.
Okay, but I get you holding something close for comfort, especially as people are talking about skateboarding on your couch. You know, I get it. You know, this is a safe space.
You guys kind of have like the Zumiez type couch.
Yeah, well,
Hi, welcome to Zumiez.
Maybe this was just like
Honestly-
I was manifesting
Honestly,
it.
this is exactly what the Zumiez crowd
I was
looks
gonna
like.
say, we do look like the 4 employees at a Zumiez on any given day.
Yeah.
The first job I applied to was actually a Zumiez. I wanted to work at a
Me
Zumiez.
too.
And I used to go there all the time with my ex, and
Ooh.
he would grab like skateboarding shit, and I'd be like, I want something from here. So I'd either get a sticker or I'd get a beanie.
Nice. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it's still one of the best places to go for a beanie if that's what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
When
got
I
them
shaved
again.
my head and all my hair burned
Dude.
off from like bleaching it too much, I wore beanies to school, and people thought I was a cancer patient. And then when I had to go, oh, I just bleached my hair too much. I got bullied for that one.
Damn, they really thought you were like what's her face, the Gypsy Rose.
Oh my god, we had someone in our school actually have cancer. Then everyone started
Does her
saying
name
it
start
was
with a
fake.
B?
No.
Oh.
And then everyone said it was fake. So she had to leave school because
That's
she's
so
getting bullied
sad.
so bad about it.
Oh, this is not who I was thinking about. Never mind. I was thinking about the girl who like fake needing to be in a wheelchair and shit.
Oh. No, I wasn't talking about her.
Oh, okay. All right.
Why would someone think it was fake?
Why did half the student body think it was
That's
fake?
that's
and
like
thought it would
such
be
a
okay to
that's
run
a
with?
Who
such
had
a
enough pull to
horrible
push
joke
this like
if it was
rumor?
fake.
Ronan.
The one that's half Japanese?
Yeah.
No way. He was such a dick to me in art class.
Well, he was much worse to her.
Yeah.
That's really tragic.
That's awful.
Yeah, it started with, I don't know, something happened at lunch, and he was like, I hope it kills you, and then it just went off with like, oh, it's fake.
This sounds like I
That's a
remember when
terrible
13
person.
Reasons Why came out on Netflix because I think I was out of high school. I think
We
it
were
came out
like
when
we
in
were
college.
18.
You can finally drink your own water.
But I had 2
I'm so
siblings.
sorry.
I had 2 siblings
No,
at
it was our
home.
senior year.
It's cool. I don't
Who
really
were
care.
in college or in high school while I was in college, and my mom was watching 13 Reasons Why on Netflix with one of my brothers. She was like, "Is this really what high school is like?" And he's like, "No, it's not like this, but the conversations that they have are like not that far off." Like he's like the elements in the drama and the things that are happening are not that height, but like the way these kids are talking to each other is a lot closer than what you think.
Yeah, I never watched it. I never
Same.
wanted to.
I heard too many things that upset me.
Yeah, no.
'Cause
don't
it just
watch
felt
that
like-
show.
Yeah.
This is not an endorsement. That
It
show's
felt like a lot
awful.
of lack of common sense in that show.
When you guys were in high
The
school,
book is great though. If you do want to read,
Oh, there's a book for it?
The
Oh,
book
that's
is
cool.
what it was all based off of, and it was one book, and it has some questionable themes, and it's been banned a lot, but it is a lot
Banned for
closer. Because it's talking about teenagers committing suicide. Like that's not something you want to
Big fucking deal.
promote or endorse for
Yeah, it's
schools
the second
or
leading
whatever.
cause of teenage death.
Really?
The book itself, no, because teenagers don't read. That's why it's a good book.
I'm going to check on my nephews as I grow up.
Well, anyways,
Just a
someone
little
in
bit
my
more now. Really?
prom group, their promposal poster said, "Will you be my 13th
I
reason to
remember
go to prom?"
this.
Yeah,
That's
I remember
fucking
that.
That's
And
actually
now
kind
they're both gay.
That's kind of fire. Oh, never mind.
That's honestly perfect. Then.
Yeah.
That was their 13th reason to come out of the closet.
When you guys, I meant to ask, when you guys were in high school, how did the student body treat like pregnancy and stuff?
Oh, I thought you were going to ask about promposals.
Ours
Okay.
was
I
a
wasn't-
little weird. Well, Bird, my middle school, that was funny as fuck. One of our
have
classmates.
an 8th grade pregnancy as well. And
Oh,
a 7th
8th
grade.
grade.
We had a 7th grade as well.
We had a 6th
Yeah,
grade.
That's
6th grade.
That's
Like,
My
problematic.
first year in this fucking middle school, my mom's like, I think we should put you in private school for middle school. This is the worst one in the county.
Jesus.
Yeah, anyways, we were like, I don't know, 2-3 months into the school year. And then I wasn't friends with her, but like I talked to her all the time. She was in my first class of the day. She just goes and gets pregnant, and then suddenly we never hear from her again.
Oh, I did have a girl do that.
Yeah, I don't know.
There was like rumors for like 2 weeks, and then she disappeared, and I don't even. Yeah.
I think in 8th grade we had someone give a blowjob in the hallway.
Whoa.
And it was our second year of having security cameras in the school. And the policy is that I think a teacher and 3 administrators have to review the footage.
Yep. We had that at our school too.
Yeah, that was a county-wide policy for
Oh
cameras.
wait, she got caught on camera.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my in 9th grade, I was in like 11th or 12th or some shit, but there was like a freshman that came in, and then the dude recorded her giving him head on the staircase, and we found a condom on that same staircase, so it was already an issue with the principal.
Okay.
And then probably the guy posted it to Facebook, and then the principal saw it, and I did not see that guy for a long time after that. Yeah.
That's so funny. Why would you post it?
I don't know. It was also
I've
people getting
seen
caught
people
like
do that shit on Snapchat, but like
Facebook's kind of
I mean, some of my high
crazy.
school
Yeah.
friends were also like getting caught having sex in the fucking music. What is this?
Water.
Did you ask him because you drank mine?
I didn't say anything.
Oh, did you? Oh, you're so nice, Nate.
I'm
Thank you.
just producing a show here.
Yeah.
You know, I saw water was empty for our beloved guest.
I appreciate it.
Thank you again, Mikey, for coming out. And if you want to see more of Mikey before we bring him back, because obviously this vibes have been immaculate tonight, check us out on Patreon. Mikey's doing one more episode before we get out of here for the evening. So hit that link below. Check us out over there. It's only $3.33 a month, and you get 4 extra episodes every month. So we've stuck tight to that schedule. No matter what's going on in my life, I've gotten it done. So thank you all for being here and recording with me. I know scheduling's been a little weird this week, but it's such a pleasure. Back to Amy's question of sex in high school / middle school and how that was perceived, specifically around the point of pregnancies. I think because our school district had to deal with a 7th grade pregnancy at my middle school, and then an 8th grade pregnancy at my middle school, and then right after the student left to go deliver their child in North Carolina, where their partner was, we had a nudes leak where like the eight most popular girls in my 8th grade class all were sending nudes to like their boyfriends at the time, 8th grade, mind you, who were all like lax bros. They were playing lacrosse.
Yeah.
They had a group chat, and then there was a group chat that was like a slightly bigger group chat that I had friends in that was like 30 guys in the 8th grade class. These 8 girls' nudes were just plastered all over this. So all 30 people in that group chat got called to the principal's office one by one 2 weeks before our DC trip. So it was like a boiling point of sexual guilt. And I honestly think the only reason we did not have a single pregnant woman in my senior year class was because of the amount of guilt that surrounded the topic after that 8th grade public shunning. Because all of those students got not only an in-school suspension, barred from the DC trip, except a few exceptions.
There we go.
People that, worked their way around it. They also had to take a correctional course, or they'd be registered sex offenders.
That's
Oh
amazing
my
that they
God.
actually took it that seriously.
That's really
no,
good.
it's a felony. They have to take it that seriously.
For a
Hell,
second, I
our
was
school
kinda,
district didn't.
Yes, they did.
Not in the cases I know about.
Well, then you need to bring those up to the county right now.
For a second, I was concerned because I thought
Jesus
you were just going to
Christ,
say it was
people
only
were
in-school suspension.
fucked
And I was like, that's the
all
most
over our
lackadaisical response to that.
Yeah.
That last part really brought it home. I like that.
Yeah, no, they had to do some serious shit to like dig themselves
no,
out. And the
30
kids that
people is
immediately
crazy.
signed up for the correctional thing were still able to go on the DC trip and had a good
Yeah.
time. And that was most of the guys, but like I feel like that was probably really a traumatic thing for the girls because like they were not only finding out that their boyfriends were exchanging all their photos, but then like there was like another group with like part of the team and some of their other friends
Yeah,
that were
that's
also
fucking
receiving those.
nuts.
And then they also have the rug pulled out from them where like they're being legally punished for sending them in the first place.
Yeah.
So it was like I actually like I really respect a lot of the women I went to high school with because they had to deal with that shit in 8th grade and then like carried that all through high school and it never got brought up again.
How old
People
are
were
people in
really
high
good
school,
about
like
that.
13?
Yeah, you go
Yeah,
on at
like
13,
13,
14.
14, yeah. Usually 2 years before you're driving.
Yeah. I wish, but New York.
Yeah, New York. Yeah, you're driving at 25 here.
I actually
have your
am getting my
license?
license this year
I'm
because
working
I have
on
not
getting mine
I have
again
not
'cause
driven
I
in
lost
such a
mine
long
during
time.
COVID.
Mine
Nice.
expires in a few months. In a few months. I'm scared.
Make sure to renew that shit in Richmond.
Why can't I renew it here?
Well, make sure you renew it here before your like area.
Yeah, don't let it
ends.
expire.
Do not let it expire. Even one day, you're fucked.
Okay.
Wait, because it's not from New York?
Yeah. They won't renew an out-of-state license even by a month off because that's what happened to me.
Really?
Because I tried to renew
Oh.
in July and it expired in June.
Oh, I should
never
set
knew
up that appointment soon then.
I'd say New York's.
And if you
state
have to,
licenses
go
are great.
deeper
They
into
give you, like,
Queens.
a year to fix that shit.
Okay.
I did it by pen. It was quick, but Jesus Christ, it was not like.
Do you have to bring a bunch of documents to renew it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the
Oh,
only
they
thing I'm
can't-
on here is the lease,
Why
though.
can't you just bring the ID?
Oh no, you're fine in that regard. You need to have your like actual legal documents, like your birth certificate and social security.
I don't think I have my
card.
birth certificate, but I have my passport and my social security
Your
card.
passport and
then that's
social
fine.
should be fine. That
Yeah.
should be all you need. Those are what you need as like proof of citizenship, and then you need proof of residency, which can be a bill or a letter addressed to you
Yeah,
or a paycheck.
You've got everything.
Yeah, you should be fine.
Okay.
The hardest one to like prove to them is proof of valid driver's license. So as long as you have a valid driver's license, you're good. But if you're in the situation I was in, you either have to retake a driver's test like kind of on the spot, or they'll schedule one for you, and then the other alternative is like an out-of-state license with validation from that state's DMV, which getting that validation depends state by state. And I have no idea. It's probably really fucked down in Richmond, if I were to guess.
I was gonna ask, how is the driving? How is getting your license in Richmond versus?
You kind of have to.
You can't survive
Is
with
it like as
like the
difficult as getting a
process?
New York license?
No.
Oh,
No.
No. New York and probably Los Angeles County are probably the hardest driver's license to get in
That's
the
what I
entire
was-
country.
But
Yeah,
you
no,
become a good
no, that's what
driver
I'm
that
saying,
way,
yeah.
and so many people in Richmond don't know how to drive.
No, most people in New York don't know how to get on an interstate.
Really?
Yeah.
You know what? You're right. I never see people actually doing the zipper method. Everyone just crashes through.
Yeah.
But that zipper method was drilled into me.
Yeah, no. last Wednesday I watched 2 separate cars get pulled over by the same cop. Because as we were driving, my friend and I, since we like bowl out in Astoria, we ended up going to like this place called Jib out in like Maspeth. Like just yeah. There was a guy that cut across 4 straight lanes, and one of them was like a solid white line, just to get up like the turn, and then it went straight from that, and not even 2 seconds later, another guy did the same thing over 2 lanes, and then all you just saw was the sirens flashing behind it. So
Whoop,
that's exactly what.
That's the sound of the police.
It's impressive that one cop got both of them at the same time, though.
I know he patted himself on the back. He got an extra donut that night.
Yeah, I'd say it was only because it was like back to back. It was like it looked like the one guy that was like 2 lanes over saw the fucking first asshole, was just like, you know what? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they just both,
That's impressive. Double pullover doesn't happen in Ohio. The first guy who's starting to get pulled over speeds away, and then the cop is just okay with the second citation.
I was surprised he didn't. But it's New York City. I don't think it's a good idea to run from the cops here.
No, because there's another one a block away.
When you do get your license, I want to know what time you set on the Jackie Robinson Parkway.
Sure. Yeah.
The lap record?
The lap record, if you can get anywhere close to it.
Okay, I got you.
What's the lap record?
I'll have to double check, but it's like 2.5 minutes.
It's insane.
Yeah.
It is one of those records that I don't think will be beat.
From like LaGuardia-ish?
No. It ends near LaGuardia.
Oh, they're going north. Okay.
I may actually get my motorcycle license first. Does that still count? Or do you want it to strictly...
Yeah, you just
But
might
doesn't
die.
it depend on what kind of vehicle you're taking, on like how fast you're able to go, though?
Yes, a motorcycle would go much faster.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying, because it's less mass that you're carrying.
Yeah.
I would probably do it at like 3 a.m. There's not a lot of people.
People split lane through the entire fucking thing for some reason.
It's allegedly safer.
Well, yeah, I mean, you have a giant fucking wall through most of that shit, and then guardrails. Like you're just gonna bounce off of it if you crash.
Yeah, that doesn't sound fun.
What does sound fun is checking us out over on Patreon. Thank you so much for listening to this week's episode of Brapwatch. And if you're in the spirit and you got $3.33 laying around, send it our way. We've got a whole nother hour waiting for you right over on Patreon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye. You need to stop doing that. You ear raped me like 3 nights in a row when I was editing the last week's episode.
But your flag gal won't get you into heaven anymore. They're already overcrowded from your dirty little war. Now Jesus don't like killing, no matter what the reason's for. And your flag gal won't get you into heaven anymore.